Hi guys, welcome back to my platform once again. So now today's club we learn the stitches and the embellishment of this beautiful lingerie under bustier. So we're done with our pattern dress. If you have not watched the part one, just click on the link below. So this is the part two. So done adding my hair stitch to my fabric. So it's time to stitch. So I'm just trying to arrange it, guys. So if you're just seeing this for the first time, just click on the link below to watch the part one of this beautiful tutorial. So the bust point, now we have to quickly notch our bust point for easy sewing. And remember the seam allowance, always maintain your seam allowance. I only added just an half inch. So mark it this way. Body lining, you can see we are through. So place your pattern to check if you are correct, yeah, to avoid any shortage. So this is, you can see how everything is meeting. Okay, so this is size seam allowance, which I placed 2 inches. So it's time to stitch. So I have to quickly blend this part. This my fabric stretches both horizontally and vertically, so it was so stressful. So pin this way for easy sewing. Okay, pin it this way. So you just take it to a sewing machine, follow the seam line. Yes, stitch direct to the seam line which you have already marked. So that is why it's very important to maintain seam allowance. The same on this other piece, the same to the lining part. Okay, stitch and show you guys, but do not forget to pin. Make sure you pin this way for easy sewing. So okay, when you have through the center piece, we have about 0.4 inch longer. So we just blind it. So let me do that. You can see how curved it is. Let's quickly put this part aside. So over to the main bodies. So you can see how rough it is because of the fabric. So it's time to join our cup parts. It's the same seam allowance. I added an half inch. Just mark it this way for easy sewing. So when mark it, just take it straight to our sewing machine, sorry, and stitch straight. You can see the same on the lining part, though it's not in seam. So notch the center front. Okay, as you can see, the main body is the center front cut out, which I joined. You decide to ignore it. So I don't stitching it. So both the lining side, you can see what I was talking about the center front. So you decide to ignore it, okay, by placing your pattern on your fabric two fold without cut out. So it's time to uh, rule our bone burning channels. Okay, so we want to structure it so I can snatch very well. So if you decide to use plastic burning is stronger, yeah, but I used uh sewable burning, that is red line burning. So you can see the interval is optional as well. So you decide to use 3 inches interval, 2 inches, you just place stitch, but I'll be doing this on the lining parts. Okay, so I'll sew it around and show you guys. So this is this back panel. Okay, so the lining as well. So I'll be smoothing these parts, okay, with my steam iron on and through, but want to structure it again. So first is the seam allowance. Okay, seam allowance, which is an half inch, because I added half inch as seam allowance. If you add 1 inch as seam allowance, also maintain your seam allowance with that 1 inch to avoid shortage. So connect straight with my master room this way. So the same way I will mark the lining part, that is already main bodies, because my boning is on the lining part. So the next step is the boning. Okay, so I'm placing 0.6 inch So the interval is optional as well. So 3 inches or 2 inches interval. So just connect it this way. Okay. But do not forget your size seam allowance. So this one I'm placing right now is when I'll be stitching my boning. Ruling right now is one I'll be fixing eyelet. Yeah. So the first one is the seam allowance. The second one is the boning. We decide to use plastic boning. Why this is the eyelet? Okay, they'll not be confused. So this is this. I will do the same here and show you guys. Here is the seam allowance as well. So let me do that. So I'm done with the other piece. You can see how neat it is. So I will just stitch it and show you guys. So here we are through. You can see how it is now. So I've ironed it. Okay. You can see it's more relaxed now. Yeah. So this is the lining part. Okay. So this is it. So I will do the same to the main bodies. So I will join, but I won't be adding body to that part. So you can see instead of using wadding, I said to use already made bra cup, though it's not the original one. I've said that during the part one of this tutorial. So I just notch the bust pan to know the distance from one nipple to the other. Place it this way. Okay, instead of using wadding, I just start to use this. Okay, but if you're working for a client, sure you use the original already made bra cup. Iron this part open. Okay, so I'll be using my E7000 here to add my cup, but you decide to stitch. If you're working for a client, I advise you stitch it all around. So iron this part open, place it this way. You can see I've already notched my under, that is my bust pan distance from one nipple to the other. So place it this way to flip it this way. So what I will judge is just to iron it to relax. That is all, because it's not the original bra cup. Okay, so this is it. We could start to use hemming gum as well on this part if you don't have glue. Okay, because I have to use hemming gum or stitch it all around. Okay, so this is it. Apply patiently to stick. So for the seam allowance of the chest line, that's the neck area, I'll be trimming it off so that it will relax properly by the time I add my lining part. So place it this way. So guys, please share if this is interesting, like, comment, share. Okay, and please if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe. Okay, I love you all. As you can see, just try to trim it this way. Trim of this part. So make sure your bust pan is mating properly. So this is it. I will do the same on this part as well. I'll show you guys. You can see what my fabric squeezing on that part. So I'll be ironing it as well. And I'm through with this part. So I've gone to iron it, trim out this part, making sure my right side, even though I'll be using patches, and it should be neat. Okay. So this is it. You can see how wet it is. So it's not inseam as I said earlier. So I'll be joining my lining to my main bodies for the front panel, back separately as well. So I will just join it on the side seam. So if you want to watch a sewing tutorial on inseam, that is seamless sewing, I've done about 5 sewing tutorials on that. So I'll be dropping the link as well. So pin this way. So you have to check to make sure everything is meeting properly. Okay, pin it this way. So this part, sew it all around. So I'm done pinning it. So I will just follow my seam allowance, but I'll be leaving a space which I'll be turning it out from, okay, for neat finishing. So let me stitch it around. So the back panel, the same, pin it all around, stitch close to the boning, okay, for the back panel, place it, stitch this way all around. I have to also leave space, pull it out to the right side, okay. So stitch close to the boning this way. So you can see we are through. So flip it this way patiently, do that. When you are through, flipping it to the right side, take it to ironing table and give it a very nice press, okay. Just say sorry, camera couldn't capture this part, so I'm just trying to pull it out to the right side, okay. I will take it to my ironing table, give it a very nice press, okay. I'll show you guys. So I'll be doing the same thing to the other page, to the front panel as well. So for this part, you decide to use hemming gum or use your glue or a top stitch, okay. So after, you can see how neat it is down. So ironing is very important, yeah, when making a garment. So this is it. So before joining the sizing to size, I will take to my iron table to iron it. So after, but something happened. I can say. So I'm using my fabric to cover it up. Thank God it's not the right on the right side. And it's not for a client as well. So you have to be very careful. Though I just want everything neat, even though I'll be using patches. I just want the basic neat. Okay. So this is it. First, it's time to join the side seam to side seam. Okay. Place it this way. Maintain seam allowance. It's very important to avoid shortage. So pin, always pin for easy sewing, okay. Pin this way, mark your seam allowance, okay. Join with your seam allowance on each space, yeah. So patiently pin it this way. So I'll stitch and stitch other part, fix my eyelet. So guys, we're through joining it. You can see how neat it is. So I'll be ironing the side seam as well on the wrong side. And I'm froze. I have to really be careful now. Yeah. So trim out the unwanted thread. I can see how deep my back neck depth is. So this is the hip area. So here's the embellishment part, which is optional. So I'll be using my crystal draping bit. So I'll tack it and show you guys. So the embellishment part is optional, okay. So let me do that. You can see how the cup area is. I'll show you guys. So you can see how beautiful it is. But if you are working for a client, make sure you add it, okay, before fixing your lining. Yeah, but my just did this way because I've been losing it. I'm using it to create something else, yeah, soon. So I just did it this way. So I've done the scale part here, but the video that is going to will be the next part, which is a part 3. You can see how beautiful it is. So I also going to add um, a yoke here on the cup area, which is optional as well. What I just did because is push up bustier. I just remember I reduced 1 inch for my new chest line, so I'm using this to replace that part, okay. So this is my part I'll be working with. I also bought crushed stone, yeah. We have to build this part because the neck depth is so deep. So I'm gonna be a bit fast here because we know this part. So fixing it this way. So I want it tight so that to hold down my in between my bows. Yeah. So to Send it out this way, take it back again to the other side. I also double the thread, yeah, so this way. So I'll only be showing this first one. My student will handle the rest. So this way to the wrong side, tie it very well, okay. So the neck depth is option. I said that during the part one of this sewing tutorial, so I will do the rest, yeah, show you guys. Trim out this part. This could be inseam as well. We decide to make it inseam, so let me do that and show you guys. You see how beautiful it is now. So my neck depth is not that wide, so I have to tighten it very well so it won't get loose. It's okay, yeah. Tight it very well, okay. You can see. So I'll trim out this part. So this is it, guys. You can see how beautiful it is. So the next step is the pouch. Yeah, I have my E7000 here. If you are working for a client, you use hand tacking method, hand stitches, yeah. So place it this way. Though this E7000, sorry, is a very nice one, yeah. Just takes, you hold it down very well. So watch closely to see how you work on your patch, okay. This also helps if you are making a wedding gown, yeah. For those that be working with corset, that meaning placing this patch just corset form round the bows. So you also watch closely. I'll be explaining both. So first is the corset. You have seen the introduction already. It's full cup area, yeah, on this part. So it's for corset. You place it this way. Those parts are trimming out, do not throw them away. It's still very useful. You just want the cup area to sit very well, okay. So let's say this, we patiently work on this part, you can see. So this way, this part, for those that are working with corset form, okay, this is how you should place it. So all these parts, cut them open, okay, so it will last properly, as you can see, and they're still useful, yeah. These parts I'm cutting that are still very useful. So this is how you place this part. On mine is just full bust area, that is to the side seam of the front panel. So let me do that. As you can see, so this is what I did. So open it up, is 1 yard that I bought for this purpose, yeah. So place it this way, done. So when I'm through with this part, I will introduce my crush stone, yeah, to start on it here. So cut out this part. You see what I said earlier, they're all useful. No, those parts will cut out earlier, I'm using to fill all this gap, okay. So I will do that to that part as well. Can show you guys. So you can see our beautiful crush stone. So this crush, you decide to tack it as well, but I've pulled it out. I don't want to do that. I don't want to work tacking, don't have much time, you know. So using to fill it up this way. So now with one side, you can see how beautiful it is. So I'm using this part to fill the other cup. So the under boss is not that large, but I'll be taking to my ironing to give it a very nice press when I'm through. So that is all for now. You can see the final look. So the scale part is part 3 of this sewing tutorial. So I love you all. I remain your favorite fashion tutor, Chi Living Signature. Bye.